Okay. So what I've done here is had another go at this. After that piss poor attempt, I have another go. With a very simple strategy in mind. And it's twofold. One is need more room to maneuver. And two is that I'm not properly geared up for this. So I've made some adjustments which I'll show later. I'm sure the sharp-eyed amongst you will spot them. But the most important thing I'm doing in this set of matches is making extensive use of the Nova technique, which I've really neglected in the past. Because something I didn't realise about Nova is that Shepard is actually invulnerable while performing it, as you'll see. Okay, taken her out, and there's only 3 at a time on the first wave, so it's actually not as bad as it seems. And there comes a Nova. And poorly timed rave shot. But there we go. The reason I've got James and Garrus along here is Garrus has a nice couple of powers for disabling the clones. One is he has overload, as shown here. What I'm doing there with James is I'm using frag grenade to stun her. That's why I brought James, as well as for his health bonuses. And in fact he has Carnage, which is good against armour. The other thing Garrus has, of course, is the proximity mine, which is excellent for stunning enemies as well as causing extra damage. Because of the 20% weapon invulnerability that occurs after you use it. Now all the Shepards can use grenades, so you've got to be careful. I wish I didn't pause so much, really, but I just want to get this right because it's the first time I've really tried being this aggressive with it. And it is a matter of timing. It works beautifully if you can time it correctly. If you can't, then it's a quick death. Okay. Just got this one to deal with for wave 1. And hopefully we can get a bead on her at some point. Yeah, she's coming around the corner. Merits a Nova. And an overload. Melee is really no threat when there's no one else shooting at us. Clumsy mistake nonetheless, and to be avoided if you're trying this for yourself. Something also to take note of if you're playing this is that the Shepards always target Shepard, they don't go for your squad mates. So it's actually possible to do quite a bit of damage by positioning your squad mates aggressively to try and damage them. Because you don't have to worry so much about them dying, as it'll only be as a result of crossfire. Poor AI if you ask me, but you know, it's there to be taken advantage of if you're willing, so can't really object. Now this wave is different in that instead of the Adept, Soldier and Engineer, we're the Sentinel, Infiltrator and Vanguard, which I would argue are actually a big threat. They're more balanced, but primary interest is the Vanguard, who can actually charge you, and Nova. So she's obviously dangerous. The Infiltrator can cloak, but that's generally not so bad, because at least it means she's running away. Of course, if you're trying to finish her, it can be a pain. So we have a Vanguard there, so got to prioritise her. Luckily we stun her, and can Nova. Going in again, and she charges out of there. just like Taylor Pasir in Mass Effect 2. Okay. Relatively easy.
5, 4, 3.
See what I do is just position them there, right next to the clones. James seems to be a bit sluggish in obeying. What can you do? I'm ordering some frag grenades down there as we got them spare, and they're going to do good damage to the whole group of them. The difference with Wave 3 is you get one of each type of Shepard, and there's 6 of them all at once. So obviously it's more difficult than before. I'm getting flanked, so I go after the soldier. She's charging her melee, so I move and over. Luckily charge right, and completely bish the Wraith shot. Goes past her. They've actually done health damage to me. Got a Vanguard on me, and I've got the soldier there. But focus on one target at a time. Reload my Wraith. Target ahead. She's going in for an over, so I go in for an over. And even though she managed to stagger me backwards, I'm invulnerable for the Nova's duration, so don't take any damage from it. I've taken a lot of damage from all the weapon fire going on. Get hit by a warp, and very lucky that there was a last fragment of barriers to protect me from it. I'm figuring out, they seem to be surrounding me. Where are they? And doesn't seem to be quite a threat. There's time enough to take some shots at this one. Those engineers have Hurricanes. They're an SMG that's only available through DLC, and they are very threatening. You get them for free in multiplayer if you unlock them, and let me tell you, they are well worth having. Definitely one of the higher tier SMGs in the game. But this isn't about SMGs, this is about shotgun wars. So I've got 2 grenades coming at me here. Got to get out there. One's enough to kill me. Going in for an over. Charge this one because she's right in front of me. Shot to the head, massive damage. Charge bugs out a little bit of work, so I'm not complaining. And for some reason they're using Cerberus chatter. Got to get away from the grenade. Again, she's stunned, and there's 2 there, so get an overload going, and get a Nova going once I can. Headshots. There we go. So the lesson is, regardless of class, what you've got to do is pick teammates who can properly support you, and focus on one Shepard at a time. Give yourself room to maneuver and avoid being flanked at all costs. Anyway, this comes through. Commander Shepard, here in the Arena IT department, we are attempting to isolate a bug in the simulator. So they want us to be a paid consultant to test out the software to see what's wrong. So it wants us to fight super elite level opponents on any layout because they're the most memory intensive. So I stick with that one because I like the Armex Arsenal Classic. Go with Geth Elites. Haven't fought Geth for a while. And go for Tally, of course, against Geth. And Garrus as classic. And keep the enhanced shields on. Because that makes sense to have. Don't need to adjust weapons really. Because I used Garrus and Tally earlier. So here we go.
It's combat night in the Armax Arsenal Arena. 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting round 1.
It's at this point I realised that I've forgotten to put ammo powers on. So anyway, now we've got to change the playstyle slightly because these 2 will get shot at by the enemies, unlike against the Shepard clones. Sabotage the rocket trooper. He can do the most damage at the moment against his friends. Trying to get right in the middle here to Nova. Figuring out what to do. Overload. Stun. Perfectly timed charge to avoid getting hit by that rocket. Managed to rack up a decent kill streak here. And gotta charge that one. Remember, Nova actually does not work if you don't have any shields. So that's something to bear in mind. The main function of Nova, I discovered, is actually that it boosts charge to recharge time. So with appropriate timing, Shepard is effectively invincible while it's active. And as you can see, it does take some timing, because even while I'm doing all this, I keep getting my shield stripped. Sabotage that one because he's flanking his friends. I'm going for the kill here because Sabotage mech is relatively close to death. And just walk right into the bonus. Quite nice all around.
4, 3, 2, 1. Round 2.
Okay. It's round 2. Got a bit more in the way of enemies. Sabotage the Pyro because he's going to do the most damage if I let him loose. Except for the fact that the hunters are cloaking, but he still managed to get one, as you can see from that one kill tally. Hack that one over there. And go for these ones. Something you may have noticed also is how much more damage the Wraith seems to be doing at range. I'll explain that shortly. Okay, just getting up here with the Geth Primes, I'm thinking, okay, I've got to practice this. You know, going toe-to-toe with boss monsters. So, nice shot to his head. Most of the pellets hit at least. The reason why shotguns are actually very strong against shielded enemies, he managed to strip the shields with that punch and also send me shooting right over his head. The reason they're so strong against shielded enemies is because they don't fire one shot, they fire 8. And there's a thing called shield gate, which I've explained previously, which stops any one shot from carrying on past enemy shields at higher difficulty levels. Because the shotgun is 8 shots, it doesn't count. So what I've done with the shotgun to make it more powerful, and this one just sidesteps, so I'm left firing at nothing, is that I've gotten rid of the bayonet and the damage barrel. Here I'm going in to save tally and I think, oh crap, rockets, better deal with them first. I replace them with a high velocity barrel and smart choke. High velocity barrel increases damage and armor piercing, and that's very important when facing stuff like Geth Primes. And damage at the same time, at the expense of increased weight, which means I drop the Tempest. And also, the Smart Choke increases accuracy by 50%. And one thing that's changed since Mass Effect 2 that I did not realise until I looked it up, is that a shotgun's damage is just as good at range as it is close up. Nothing, let's say nothing about accuracy here. I'm talking purely range. So Mass Effect 2, there was an artificial modifier to stop you using stuff at range, beyond accuracy. It reduces the damage that the weapon does. Not so in Mass Effect 3, and that's why with the Smart Choke I'm able to do more damage at range. The harsh truth is that as nice as the bayonet is in terms of aesthetics and ethos, it's simply not effective, kind of cost-benefit wise, compared to the Smart Choke. What that enables me to do is use a shotgun at decent ranges, and also when I'm up close, it means the shots are tightly grouped enough that I can generally be assured of hitting any weak spots I'm aiming for. That's the cryo armor at work. Slows him down and weakens his armor. So we've got two of these things. Got one of them hacked. Throwing in the proximity mine because that will soften them up. Yep, he's down. Oh dear, Death Hunter on tally, so I have to do what I can. And he's gone. I see a hunter sneaking up there, but I can't target him, so nothing doing. Now I'm trying to go about the interface here. Speed up gameplay and just get, you know, confident at using charge and Nova together. Things start to go wrong in the flank. Especially since there's another prime behind that one that I didn't realise. That guy comes out almost nowhere, but I'm able to react. I charge in order to restore my shields, and then focus all fire on this guy when I realise he's basically the only one left. The good thing about Geth Prime's stunning attack is that it knocks you back, but by the time the Geth Prime has recovered from the melee position, you're ready to go again as well. So it's not like he can take advantage of your weakness. He relies on everyone else, and we're just under 5 minutes there, which is pretty good. Even though we lost tally in the process. 8 kill streak, not bad, not bad. Could do better, need more practice. But anyway, with that complete, we get another letter. So it says, the playtest revealed some interesting results. It doesn't seem like memory-intensive creatures are the problem. They think it's a bonus generating code. So they want us to rig a match with maximum bonuses.
The next match will be starting soon. Good luck
So
to the competitors.
I decided to mix things up, take it to Wingman, and it advises you to turn the enemy power down because, as you'll see, all bonuses are now applied. No Medigel, one-shot player shields, enemy damage bonus, enemy shields bonus, no ammo, and your damage is increased slightly. So I picked Caden for a bit more health and Liara for... Well, actually I don't. No. I picked Jack for a bit of fun and Jacob, because otherwise he feels left out. You don't believe how passive-aggressive that guy gets over email.